everybody. We got a special edition with Ron and Adel for Ask Ron this week. All right, Adel, go ahead.
All right, Cheryl asks, can you explain to me how to do seller financing without using my money? I understand the video, but I don't understand how to market the property to a new buyer if I don't own it yet.
Okay, you want to take that?
Well, you will own it before you find a tenant buyer. But,
That's right.
Yeah.
You're going to buy it from the seller with owner financing. In the best cases, our last house we just bought.
Yes, sir.
Let's use Comoran.
Okay.
House is worth $5.25, and it was in excellent condition, still is. And we bought it for $440 with nothing down, with owner financing.
Yes, sir.
And all we're doing is making the payment on the seller's underlying loan, and we got a 5-year balloon when we owe her the balance. Now, what she don't know yet is that I'm going to discount the crap out of that $440 when we get a tenant buyer that gets ready to pay the house off if we do. So she moved clear to Vegas and left the house to us. I mean, I actually own the house, right? And so when I say wraparound mortgage, the attorney created a $440 mortgage that wraps around their mortgage of $335. So I owe her about $100 more than she owes the bank. So that's where my discount's going to come from. And we're making the same payment as she was making to the bank.
Yep.
Right, so bought the house, then we're going to put a lease option tenant buyer in there for $5-something, and they're going to pay rent until their 2-year term is up, which is the term I usually give them, or they're going to move and forfeit their $50,000 deposit. Try to say $50,000 deposit, and we'll get it.
Yes, sir. Robert asked, a few months back, Tony Pro gave us a rule of thumb calculation for rehab cost. A light rehab was so much per square foot, a medium per square foot, heavy per square foot.
Stop. Tony was wrong doing that. He should not have done that because there's too many variables. Every house is going to be different. Every house is going to need different stuff. But the good news is, if you can go out and just make a list of what it needs, we have a program now on our new Dreams Pro AI program.
Yep.
You put what it needs in there, and it'll tell you at the bottom what it's going to cost. And we found out it was pretty close.
Yeah, overall, pretty close.
And it's dreamspro.ai, brand spanking new. You go see what our new Gold Club is within this system, and it's actually, we're putting it out right now. Dreamsproai.com.
Got it. Sammy asked, I would like to start a Roth IRA to do your terms real estate in. I don't have an earned income to start that Roth IRA, but I do have an LLC that owns a couple rentals.
Well, then make yourself an employee of the LLC and pay yourself enough to, all you need is about $1,000 to open that Roth up. And then you use a $100 deposit to go buy a house and flip it, get 20, 30 grand back, and keep doing that in your IRA. And pretty soon you're rich in there, as long as you can do that without the money while it's sitting in your IRA. And don't forget, what's in your IRA is your money. You can get it out anytime you want, but don't. Try to build your IRA, don't take money out of it, because every dollar you take out of it now is a dollar that doesn't grow tax-free for the rest of your life.
All right, it's kind of a continued question here, it's a long one. He has a management company that finds tenants for the LLC and handles the rent, but to make the costs and repairs affordable, he has to find contractors and manage the repairs himself. So his true question is, I've never charged my LLC for the time that I put into it, but if it would be allowable by IRS to change something around $300 to $500 a month for my time, and IRS will consider that money.
Call it a salary, because
income.
you can't take out distributions, and it's not earned income. Your question was, you want earned income. That's your employee, and it's no big deal. It's no big deal. And you just, I don't know, pay yourself $500 a week or whatever you want to pay yourself, as long as you get enough to open that IRA with, and it don't take much to do that. So, be your own employee.
All right, Jim, he has 2 questions here. Question 1, to do any of these real estate transactions, do I need to have a real estate license?
No, not in any state. With one exception, there are several states now that require you to have a real estate license to assign a contract. And we need to make a list of those. I know there's Illinois, and I know there's Pennsylvania, and I think Oklahoma. So before you go signing contracts wherever you live, make sure it's okay. By the way, you can go to Google and ask them, can I do assignment contracts on real estate in your state? And I've done it myself several times. It comes right up and tells you. Be careful how you read it now. Some of them say you can't wholesale. Well, there's nobody can stop you from wholesaling. The law just says you can't assign the contract. In other words, you need a license to assign the contract. However, if you're not in one of those states, forget everything I just said. But you still should put something in your assignment agreement, which is in our, that's right, you're watching this, you're on the Gold Club, a brand new assignment of contract there that discloses that you're selling the contract, not the house, which is pretty normal across the country now. And most any investor understands that.
Second question is about your book. I'm not sure which book it is, but at the beginning of this program, you said no money out of pocket, but for your example, you took $500 out of pocket, then later giving her another $3,000 she wasn't expecting. I'm not really sure if that's a question, but.
I'm not either.
Yeah, so that's from Jim Kisner. So if you want to clarify that with next week's Jim, not exactly sure.
Jim, done thousands of deals, don't expect me to remember any of them. You see that? That's fun.
That's from Brian Lucy. Once I have a home that is under contract, how long should I wait to start marketing it? The owner is still in the house and is out of my state. I guess it's doing virtually.
Brian, that's a tough question because I don't even market with the owner in the house. It's too big of a pain.
Yeah.
I wouldn't start marketing until you actually close on it. And then you've got easy access to it, whoever you're going to give the key to, wherever the house is. And you don't have the seller having to show the house and never know what they're going to say when people come in. And I've just learned to buy it first and then put it on the market traditional ways.
Yeah.
And we use Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and
some other, always posting in groups, specific groups to find people. If you want to do paid ads are also a good way to get some traction as well. So
name your own budget. He spends what, $10 a day?
on the tenant buyer side, less than that, it's like $5 a day, and we're getting $5 a day easily. Yeah.
And you do need to get that flyer bill with the house on it and photos and all of that. And your VA can do that for you.
Yeah. From Tony and Angie, using the Dreams platform, I'm speaking to sellers who are facing challenges but have not yet decided to sell their property. I understand that consistent follow-up is crucial with these individuals, and I'll be using this CRM to do so. In Ohio, from the time they miss payments, a foreclosure can take anywhere from 6 to 18 months. The question is, what would you say in talking to them personally to position yourself as a helpful resource to them as they work through their decision-making process?
What the heck is that?
I guess he's encountering leads that maybe haven't made a decision yet. He's asking what's the best way he can do to
You can
position
do
himself.
follow up.
Yeah.
Now your Dream system will do that for you with email.
Mm-hmm.
And you skip trace it on that same system and get their phone numbers.
Yep.
So you need to follow them up with email, text, a call.
Yep.
Scattered out through what period of time you think. And I don't know what Ohio, I hope you're wrong on that 6 to 18 months, but if you are, doesn't matter, you just got to space out your hit season. Maybe one a month, all along the way, just keep reminding them. And I would put some mail in there as well, at least a postcard.
And as far as the calling, I never exceed 30 days on a lead. They're looking to sell, and they tell me, even if they tell me 6 months from now, I'm going to call you at least every month, and maybe not more than that, just to position myself, like you said here, as somebody who becomes a stranger to an acquaintance to hopefully becoming, a partner in what we.
What you mean is you don't let it go any more than 30 days.
More than, yes, before reaching back out to them on the phone or with a text or email or something like that, or even voicemails are good to leave. So.
All right.
That's it. That's all of them.
That's all of them.
That's all of them today.
You guys are taking it easy on me this week. Okay. All right, well, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Stay in touch now. I've got a summit coming up in March, and we got information power days coming up in February.
12th.
And my next boots camp is in February here in Jacksonville. If you want to get in that one, you better move quick. I only got about 4 or 5 spots left of that.
Yep.
So if you need our schedule, it's right on your Gold Club site. So send the questions in, and if we can't answer them, I'll just make something up. Keep them coming. I'll see you next week.